I'm going to read like 2 short stories, and one's going to be about, my topic is welfare and Medicaid abuse. And one short story is about a drug addict, pretty much, who uses the money that she gets from the government to buy drugs instead of like helping her family and everything. And then the other short story is going to be about a injured man who's like employed, but he's not going to receive any money from the government. And my audience is adults, so mainly adults who work for money and they have to pay taxes to get it from to provide other people with welfare. Okay. As the handsome man handed me the money, I wanted to snatch it and run, but I knew it'd be better if I didn't. He gave me a weird look, but I backed away and ignored it. I knew he suspected something fishy about me, although doesn't he see strange people all the time? It must have been because my breath smelled of strong alcohol and my homeless clothes lingered with the foul scent of drugs and cigarettes. That's it. That's why. He sees the innocent child in me, begging for help, pleading to get out. By innocent child, I mean my old self and the baby I've been carrying around for 6 to 7 months. I want to get help, but I'm addicted. My welfare is about to stop paying me money, and I don't know what I'm going to do. My baby, my family, and I will go hungry. Bang! I hit the cold gravel when I laid there. The pain was so unbearable. My kind neighbor ran out and dialed 911. I told her a black man had shot me and quickly ran away. She put her palm over my mouth and begged me not to speak. As the ambulance rushed me onto the stretcher and into the car, I saw a dark red puddle of blood spreading on the road. The puddle seemed to have gotten darker, perhaps black. All I remember after getting into the ambulance was looking into a bright light and closing my eyes. My eyes and my mind made me have flashbacks in my life. At this point, I knew I was slowly dying. The ventilator had kept its steady pace until now. As I took my last breath, or what I thought was my last, I felt a hard push on my chest. They counted 1, 2, 3, and blew breath back into my lungs. I woke up in a panic, but the doctor calmed me with his words. I worried about medical bills, even though I'd been working. Unfortunately, the government won't give money to an employed injured person, but they'll give money to an employed, perfectly healthy person. Since I used to not be handicapped, and I wasn't in a wheelchair, and I wasn't in pain, and I had a job to go to, my life will change drastically. Do you want your money to go to someone who sits on the couch all day and is lazy? The answer is no. Stand up and take action against welfare and Medicaid abuse. Welfare and Medicaid abuse is very common in the United States today. The federal government expects to spend $451.9 billion in welfare expenditures in 2012, says Ronin.com. People abusing the system, such as drug addicts, alcoholics, heavy smokers, and people who have a decent to perfect money-making lifestyle do not deserve the money in my eyes. On the contrary, people who are handicapped or people who are unemployed but are totally unable to work do deserve the money. The injured man in the made-up short story deserves the money over the drug addict because he has previously worked and is unable to now. Ronald Reagan once said, "Welfare's purpose should be to eliminate as far as possible the need for its own existence." This quote applies to my speech because it states that welfare should not be a life support system, it should be a helping hand to those in need. Therefore, people should only have a certain amount of time to be on welfare. As long as they're looking to get a job and looking to get money from that job, the welfare system will be used correctly. Since the requirements to be on welfare and Medicaid are you have to be unemployed or about to become unemployed, have a low or very low income, being pregnant or being a caretaker of a child under 19 years old, and must be a resident of Texas, the government lets a lot slip under their noses. Since they let a lot slip under their noses, more and more people take advantage of the system. If you didn't take anything away from my speech today, take this. Don't take advantage from God-given things, and always try your hardest no matter what you do. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters."